I'm trying to do a little test show here today just to see what's going on. I finally made that step into having to put in the super chats and the ad stuff because YouTube just was making me work with them. Like literally, they put me in a position to where I absolutely had no choice, or else it would be probably not have a channel much longer because they just weren't. They really wanted to work with me. They weren't effing with me to the point where they were gonna take my channel down, but they just weren't gonna let me get views unless I worked with them. It was clear. They were emailing me for almost a year with this stuff. I finally did it today. I said, let's see what's good with it. I don't even just wanted to see what it looks like, to be honest. But yeah, I was, looking at the news like when I got up and was like, wow, there was 2 school pum-pums. What's up, Rai? How you doing, Bubba? What's up, Dougie, man? How you doing, brother? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. I'm sitting here going, today's a new day. It's a new start. We got our show monetized for the first time. I really didn't want to do it, you guys. I didn't want to do the ads. I didn't want to do all that. It made me feel very J-like. But y'all gotta understand it just is what it is. Thank you for smashing the like, man. Who you got? Don't the Cavs play the Heat? You think we can sweep them? I feel like the Heat's a tough one. I think I would rather play the Heat than Orlando, though. You know? So I'm excited, man. I'm excited for Sunday, man. Sunday's gonna be a great day. It'll be a great day. I see it. I want to see what it looks like from your guys' end. I just want to see what it looks like. Like I don't even know what my stream looks like right now. Can you guys see? What's up? Yeah, right. What's good? Yerp. What's poppin', Bubba? You doing good, man? No, I don't want to go to my studio. Fuck the studio. I just want to see what it looks like. Do y'all see it? Can y'all tell it's set up and shit?
First, the tough questions.
No? That's the whole thing. I just wanted to see, is it set up? And then we're going to get into these topics. Bro, what's up with these school shootings? 2 in one day? Damn. 2 in one fucking day. Now, they're 2 different, crazy different, crazy ass stories because one of them isn't your average, like, pum school, like, oh, yeah, it does. It does have it. No shit. All right, so anyways, yeah, the one in Texas isn't your average, like, what you would call, like, your average school, how do I say it? Can I say school shooting? I mean, it's a fucking school shooting and it's the news. What am I supposed to say, dude? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck. How am I supposed to beat around that bush when the truth is the truth is the truth, right? Anyway, so we got a school shooting in Texas today. Where is it? Let me get to the Texas one first. All right, so we'll go with this one. Isn't it Texas or is it Phoenix? All right, so let's see what it is. So, Yes, sir. What's up? Y'all having this baby next Friday? Oh, yeah, you're having your baby, man. Congratulations, bro. I bet, damn, that went fast, dude. Thanks, Dougie, man. I'm trying to make my comeback, brother. I'm trying to make my comeback. It's going to happen. It's not even trying. It's going to happen. I am making my comeback. There's no doubt. It's not even like, oh, maybe or will I? No, I will. It's popping. And just to let everybody know this too, Alien just sent me a text message. Thank you, Alien. Showing me last night's stream that we did. And there was a point where it looked like nobody, it just said nobody was watching, basically, right? But he sent me a screenshot and it said 17 people were watching. I've got it right here. I can probably show you guys, actually. I just want to prove to you guys. I'll show you real fast. Check this shit. Check this shit out real fast. I'll show you guys that I'm not playing about how YouTube's on some bullshit. Look, this is one of many because look, this is last night's stream. There's Walking, there's Alien, here's the chat. How many people are watching there? 19? And we had just started. That was the beginning. 19 people watching. It told me when I ended the show, 24 people saw the show. This was in the very beginning. I posted this at the very beginning. Daniel popped in right at the beginning. So, I saw, now that being said, about a month ago, if not less, I was live. I cut the stream short. I didn't clearly cut it. I saw in my studio that Sean was going, the stream's not over. Everybody was still talking in the live stream. And I'm over here going, what's going on? Like I had shut it off, right? So I get on my phone and I'm in the vertical stream. I'm literally streaming and I'd go back to my stream. And I ended it thinking there was like 17 or it was like 27 people watching. I can't remember. It wasn't very many, right? And when I scrolled up, it said fucking 277. So, you tell me, man. I just got him a screenshot. I showed everybody. I've got the screenshot of the 277 too. What up, though? Yeah, it could be. No, Alex Jones. You blame Alex Jones? I love Alex Jones, man. Alex Jones is fucking great. He's a legend, bro. He's a legend. But yeah, fucking Alex could take some blame for me. Everybody else blames him from everything. What's up, Backyard? How you doing, my brother? Yeah, this is the first time I popped on in the day in a while. I wanted to see how it would do. I finally, if you noticed, Backyard, I set up the fucking super chat. And I set up the damn ads for the first time. I had to do it. It was like, time to play ball, boys. Let's get this game started. Fuck YouTube, fuck that. We got to get it popping. What's up, Mimsy Limbs? I haven't seen your name forever. How you doing? Yeah, man. Did what we had to do. But it was good to see you. It's good to see you, Mimsy. It's good to see you, Backyard, man. I should be going live earlier in the day, to be honest. But I just like the nighttime better, man. You know, I do. I like streaming at night, and I know it just is what it is. I'm gonna put this here for a hot minute because I don't want to hold this. I want to smoke some weed. I don't know if I put this up against my laptop if it'll fuck it up. All right, I want to smoke. I want to smoke some weed with y'all. I see your lives come up, but they're always in the middle of the night. I feel you, bro. At least you're seeing them, though. At least you're seeing it pop up, man. Because I'd be wondering if people are even getting the notifications at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, at least you're seeing them. But anyways, I want to talk about this while I can. I want to talk about these school shootings, man. Did y'all hear about this stuff? Yeah, I noticed, man. It says there's 6 likes up here. Everybody smash the like if you can. Let's get these likes popping. Let's get everything popping so that we can try to get this algorithm moving. There's Alex. What up, G? What's going on, brother? Smash that like, man. Smash that like, bro. Anyway, so yeah, there was a teen accused of school shooting, arrest made in brutal Phoenix attack. What? Thought this shit was... Okay, so a teenager accused of carrying out a school shooting in Texas turned himself in with authorities. A suspect who allegedly brutally attacked a man in Phoenix was arrested, and more. Oh, okay, so there was more than 2 stories. That's what I'm looking at. First story is... A 17-year-old turned himself in after a mass shooting in Wilmer Hutchin High School that left at least 4 students injured. Police released new details saying he was let in through an unsecured door before opening fire. So does that mean he's 17 years old? Does that mean that, does that mean nobody was actually unalived? It was just an arrest. So nobody was actually unalived in. That was today. Now, I'm going to come back to this because there's some other good stories that I see here. But then at the same time that was happening, there was a shooting in Florida State University. Now this one is not as good. This one, Florida State shooting suspect ID'd, 2 unalived, 6 injured. 2 people were killed. 5 were injured in a mass shooting on campus of Florida State University that police was carried out by a student. A gunman opened fire near the university. By the way, the reason why I didn't show you a picture of the last school shooter is because he's 17 and he's a minor, and they're probably not posting it yet. That's why. There's not very much to go on yet because he is a minor. That's what I'm assuming. So that's why I couldn't show you guys what he looks like. I'm interested to see too. I thought it was a black dude. You guys want to hear a funny story? This is how much I do this shit live. I do live reactions. I look at the stories, I do my thing, and then I get out, right? I don't read it prior, so that way when I do read it, I can give you my honest reaction and not like what I already know. Sometimes I know some stuff because I just can't avoid it. But when I was looking at this Texas one, I saw, because of that Phoenix story, and I could go back and probably show you real fast. So this is what I saw. I saw that as the school shooting. And I literally thought, I'm not going to lie, what I read was 4 guys walked up and started opening shots in the middle of school. I thought it was like 4 black dudes. And I was going, this isn't your typical school shooting event. You know, usually you picture your your local school shooter to be like a white guy with thick glasses that probably nobody knows who they are. This was an out of character pew pew, right? But I could be wrong. But that being said, holy shit, is that Lazy Bones kid? My gosh. Anyways, let's get back to the shit. So yeah, there was let me get back to the Florida State shit. Sorry. I know that's not very So a gunman opened fire near the university's student union at approximately 11:50 a.m. this morning, striking multiple people and sending students fleeing for cover, said Florida State University chief. He said campus police responded immediately, neutralized and apprehended the suspect. I hate when they say that. Why do these suspects even get apprehended? Shouldn't they just get unalived and it just be over with? You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I think they should just... Who the fuck cares about these people? They should probably just end them. No? They shouldn't? Shouldn't they probably just end them? Hold on a minute. I know what's going on. This shit's... Alright. I had to give... It's literally showing the monetization that now it's on. Now look, guys. It should be different now. Now is the monetization thing on? I don't think I clicked it over. I didn't know I actually had to click it over. Now is it on? Now do you see it better? Does it make more sense? Yeah, alright, there we go. I've been trying to... I came on so I could figure it out. You know, I wanted to figure it out. So I'm like, yo, I want to see how this shit looks on the screen. Because I feel like it looks... I don't like it. I think it's kind of Jewy, to be honest. It's not my favorite. But, yeah, I just want to see what it looks like. Does it look tacky, you guys? Be honest. Anyways, so let's get back to the school shooting. I'm sorry. I just went and looked at my thing and I was like, no, your monetization still wasn't... And my ads is off still. What the friggin'... Hold on, guys. It's the whole point of me doing this is to set this up so it's right for future reference. And I want to do this school thing, but I want to make sure everything's done right. Alright. Why can't I do ads? Oh. This video may earn limited and no ad revenue due to content identified as not suitable for most advisors. We used a combination of automated system and human review to detect violations of our advertiser-friendly content. The fuck did I say? You're fucking kidding me, right? You're fucking kidding me, right? What did I fucking say? What did I say? Did I say anything that bad? What the fuck? Yeah, I know, Nitro Bob. I know it's finally not freaking 5 a.m. in the morning, 4 a.m., 1 a.m., whatever time, man. I get it. I wanted to do this for y'all so y'all could, you know, just see me early in the day and see how this shit works out. Because I do actually want to do news. And at night, man, I'm like, I get tired of the news sometimes, you know? By nighttime, I'm like, I don't really care as much. Sometimes I do. But today, man, I woke up and there was all this shit going on. I'm like, well, what a better time than to do this, you know? Yeah, I dig it, dude. I dig it. I noticed a lot of people, like more people watch it afterwards than when I'm actually live lately. But anyways, at 11:50 a.m., a student was striking multiple people, setting students fleeing for cover. Said Florida State Police Chief. They neutralized him. Now, why didn't they just pew pew the motherfucker, dude? Why did they let these people get away? 2 people were pronounced deceased, and 5 others were taken to a local hospital. The 2 fatal victims were not students. That's kind of weird. So that must have been like some real weird dude, that must have been some street shit. I mean, what are the odds that the 2 people that got unalive weren't even students at the school? The suspected shooter was injured and was taken to the hospital. Leon County Sheriff Walter McNeil identified the alleged gunman as a 20-year-old Phoenix Ickner. So it was the black dude I was showing you earlier. It was him. I was fucking right. What's up, Ronald? What's up, Jacob? What's up, Paul? How you doing? Ronald Jacob Paul. That sounds like Jake Paul. What's up, Ronald, Jacob, and Paul? Man, I like that. Where's Keeks? Keeks is probably... I'm not even going to say nothing, bro. She's probably destroying something in her life. I would say, Jacob. So, I'm glad your dick's wet. Because I'm sure she'd love it. Ronald, what's up, bro? Paul, wow, Tim, the Tool Man, one of the most famous men on YouTube. It's a pleasure to really see you on a live. You're as famous as Howard Stern. I'm so excited. Sorry to talk so much. Just amazing. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm as famous as Howard Stern. I would never want to be as famous as that dirty-ass Jew. You're kidding me, right? I would never want to be that fucking Jew. And Keeks, ugh. Y'all could have that. She is for the streets. She is exactly what Taylor called her. So I don't give a shit. I hope you take Keeks and she fucks you in the ass with her fucking little peg dildo, bro. Because that's about as much as you'll get, Jacob. Anyways, that being said, boom. Ickner's also a son of a Leon Sherry. Oh, dude. So the dude who did it is the son of a cop. One of his parents' weapons was found at the scene. Bro, on my fucking grave, y'all. On my fucking grave. On my grave. I was talking to Ryan beforehand. I saw the fucking picture of the dude. I said, this motherfucker is so dumb. I bet he went and used his dad's fucking gun and thought he was gonna get away with it. Did I not, Ryan? On my fucking grave, dude, I did. On my fucking grave. If I'm lying, then God strike me down dead right fucking now. On my fucking grave, dude. Yes, he did, dude. He did. The son of a county sheriff deputy, one of his parents' weapons was found at the fucking scene. I knew it. Man, these people aren't smart either. This shit's like so obvious at this point. Unfortunately, her son had access to one of her weapons, McNeil said. We are continuing that the investigation into that weapon was used and what other weapons he may perhaps have had access to. Well, what do you think? His dad's a deputy in Florida. Florida has pum-pums. What do you think? What do you think he had access to? So the developments so far in the story show that the FBI has responded to the scene and actively assisting other agencies investigating the incident. According to the statement of the Bureau of Jacksonville, now President Donald Trump, he told the Oval Office he was fully briefed on the pum-pum. And he said, it's a shame. It's a horrible thing. He said, it's a shame. It's horrible, horrible things that make it like this. Right. I had to do it right. It's a shame. It's a horrible thing. Horrible that things like this take place. Okay, that's what he said. So, you know, he does give, you know, he at least will, I bet, of all the things we like or don't like about Trump, he at least always recognizes what's going on. Like East Palestine, man. I'm not trying to get off topic, but East Palestine, man, he was there days after East Palestine happened. Biden never even went. And he wasn't even president. You know, he does things like that. So anyways, law enforcement. So the student, it was a chick. It was a female, dude. Holy shit. It was a female. Student locked herself in the bed. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I jumped the gun. I am drinking some good coffee. But if it was a female, this story's about to get juicy. Law enforcement swarmed the campus as students, faculty, and staff took refuge in buildings across the university. Paige Miller was in the restroom. Oh, no, it's not a chick. It's always a fucking guy. Chicks aren't manly enough to go in and fucking carry out some shit like that. Sorry, I'm just joking, ladies. Not that you want to be. But anyways, I thought it was the roof collapsing. Honest. Wait, whoa. I'm sorry. So Paige Miller, which sounds like a suspect name for me. That sounds like a fucking, to me, Paige Miller sounds like a deep state name. Anyways, Paige Miller was in the restroom outside her classroom next to the student union when she heard four loud bangs. I thought it was the roof collapsing, honestly. Then suddenly 3 girls come running in, and one of them was crying. She said she called 911 and held the restroom door shut until police arrived. She went outside. She saw one person on the ground surrounded by police officers. Another student by the name of Andrew Shaheen was in the basement of the Florida State Union when the shooting broke out. He said a teacher and a bowling coach called... Bowling coach? Could you imagine being a fucking... on the bowling team at like... Yeah, Nitro, fuck Jacob. Jacob's a troll that we just don't care about, honestly. Fuck Jacob. You know what, Jacob? I forgot that I'm on my fucking phone now. You're going to the Jizz Corner. I've been wanting to send your bitch ass to the Jizz Corner for a while. You're lucky. You're fucking lucky. You can come back in a minute and talk your dumb shit because you do give me fucking money. But at the end of the day, you're going to the Jizz Corner, you little bitch. And then when you get out, you can probably blow me and then go suck Keeks' dick, okay? Anyways, Andrew Shaheen was in the basement of the Florida State Union when the shooting broke out. He said a teacher and a bowling coach came in to the billiard hall and locked the doors behind them. So they got a bowling hall and a billiard hall? What the fuck? I'm starting to look in. Look, bro. Look, I fuck with Ohio State. We got everything. We got the state-of-the-art college. But this, I gotta look into this. If there's a fucking bowling and billiard hall, dude, that's kind of dope, man. Fuck. Anyways, we waited in there for about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 30 or 40 of us. Hold up. Hold up. HOLED up. Hold up. What the fuck did they even... We waited in there for 10 or 15 minutes, maybe 30 or 40 of us. Hold up. I don't know. That's a weird word to use. Hold. HOLED. Hold. Like when I think of HOLED up, hold up, like that means they were Swiss cheesed up. That means they got pew-pewed up. They probably should have said held up, maybe. something of the sort. But hold up. Here, let me show you guys. This is what I'm looking at. Fuck. 30 or 40 of us hold up. The fuck? What are we? Hold up. Makes no fucking sense. Dope isn't dope. Very right, Reed. There's multiple meanings to the word dope. What is that called? Oh, yeah. Yeah, please let me know. Anyways, they were holed up when Cheyenne said he prayed leaning on his Christian faith, but he was still frightened. They were escorted out of the building by police. Once outside, Cheyenne said he saw one man on the ground in handcuffs and another injured person. The area is filled with paramedics and tons of people. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. They've now brought 2 witnesses to see that the person was on the ground and that there was one alive person. My theory of this, mind you, I'm just going by my first instinct. My first instinct, man, I've been wrong before, Why did they bring him out so soon? Why didn't they at least get the dude that they were arresting in the fucking police car before they let the victims out? That doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why wasn't the scene secure? Why were they letting these people just walk over these unalived bodies and people in handcuffs? That sounds a little like, I don't know. I wouldn't think that's how you would handle such a situation like that. Am I wrong? Let me know in the chat if I'm wrong, but I feel like, dude, if I went in, if Ryan went to the store and decided to pume a store and they arrested him, I'm pretty sure the people in the store that's hiding aren't going to come out until that dude in handcuffs is in the back of the police car. Who the fuck? That's just weird to me. I don't know, but I'll continue because I'm not a cop and I don't fucking know. But man, it sounds like to me these fucking liberal colleges are retarded. They should have just shot the motherfucker and ended it right fucking there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Thank God, bro. If that was in Ohio, he would have. Especially if it was 2 non-students. You would have gotten it. Hey, I'm waiting for the trolls, bro. I love trolls. Give me these trolls, baby. Troll me up. I love you, trolls. Give me a hug. I love you, bitches. I miss you. I'm talking to you, trolls. I miss you. Anyways, how many mass shootings were in 2025? Well, we're only 4 months into the year. There's been 81 mass shootings so far in 2022. According to the GVA, the Pume Violence Archive, those are incidences where 4 more people were shot, not including the gunman. The attacks include Dallas high school shooting in which 4 students were wounded, which was today. A shooting at a New Mexico park that 3 people were unalived and 15 more were hurt. And a house party in Washington that ended with 2 young people unalived and several others injured after gunfire broke out. Dude, there's shootings like that all the time where I live. That's not fucking, bro. Look, if you want to count that, man, they're shooting at the frat like if you go down Ohio, if you're on campus at Ohio State University, there's shootings every weekend. The fuck? There's always a shooting. We want to know the shootings that are actually happening in the middle of the school. Not like fighting down the street. It's not what we're trying to figure out here, are we? Do we care? Because I guarantee you there was more than that. 81 is not very many. I mean, it's a lot. 81 is too many, but not that many. So, this isn't the first time that this has happened to Florida State. Florida State actually endured a mass shooting before in 2014. So like 11 years ago, a 31-year-old attorney and a graduate of the student opened fire late at night at a library entrance. The shooter, who authorities said was fueled by paranoia about government and personal problems, shot 3 people, including 1 critically. As many as 500 students were in the library at the time, forced to huddle terrified behind barricades they constructed to try and keep the gunman out. The shooter was unalived on a wheelchair ramp outside. Thank God. There's a good ending to the story. I always feel like the shooter needs to get shot unless he gets away. Now you guys are going to be like, Tim, what are you saying right now? I either want to see the guy get unalived or get away. When have you ever seen someone pull one off? I'm just talking shit, but think about it. Has anybody pulled one off? Has anybody ever really gotten away with one? You know? I don't think so. I could look it up, but I don't think anybody's actually gotten away with it. All 10 people watching quit being scared and type something. Exactly, Nitro Bob. Everybody hit the chat. Even if you say, fuck you, Tim, I don't care. Everybody chat this shit up. Let's get this chat going. Answer my questions. Let's get this popping, man. What's up, JD? Exactly. Say something, man. Everybody say something. Let's get this. Everybody hit the like. Let's get this shit going. We need y'all. I personally need you guys to comment and like to get this shit going. Because without comments, without action, YouTube doesn't send people my way. So the only way I can keep it going is you guys. So I depend on y'all, and I appreciate y'all. He said, Nitro said, how you doing, Alex? He said, God damn, just watch and never say anything. Let's get it popping. Thank you, Nitro Bob. Let's get this shit popping. Anyways, so, they're saying they unalived the guy on the wheelchair ramp outside, and they're saying it still left a dark cloud over the university, let's say. But we're going to get through this with the great family we have. I mean, what more is there really to say? Now, this person named Sam Schwartz and Sean Gilladog said they were in the basement, and this is at the Florida State, I think, of the student union, and they heard 10 shots while they were working on a group project. Everyone started freaking out. Oh, you ready? Says the Tallahassee Democrat. You can't make this up. Can't make it up. I swear to you, you can't make this shit up. This group of 8 cornered themselves in a hallway and started to barricade the opening with trash cans and plywood. I remember learning to do that, but this is what they were taught in high school. If they learned anything in high school, it's how to barricade a door and stop themselves from getting unalived from a possible false flag. We all know what those are. Not saying it did. Just saying. Just saying. Let's scare all the kids. Let's scare everybody. 81 this year. None of them have been really into school. But yet they do drills like they're fucking tornadoes. And they fucking teach them to do all these crazy things. Bro, I did an article where there's a school in Ohio where they're teaching kids to throw fucking erasers at the fucking shooter. Throw erasers. Bro, I'm getting the fuck out. You barricade me. I'm getting out. I am not sticking around and throwing no damn eraser, bro. What assholes do that? Who does that? I want to know who does that shit, dude. Who the fuck, bro? Yo, you got a dude coming in. This is real shit, bro. That's what these liberals do. This is real shit. They teach these kids. I know because my girl, her daughter was 16, 14, 15, 16, 17 when I was fucking with her, right? And she would tell me about all these drills that they would have in school. And she would say they would teach them. They would put trash cans by the door and they would take turns throwing erasers at the door, bro. I'm not even lying to you, dude. I'm not lying. I'm not lying, dude. They fucking took turns throwing motherfucking erasers at the door, bro. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do with an eraser? What the fuck? Well, that's what you get in your city school systems. That's all I can tell you. Shitty school systems. What the hell is up, man? What's up, OG Boosted? What's good with you, G? Man, we're over here just talking, man. We're just going through what's going on today in the world of the news. There's a couple pumings today we're looking at. I got some other cool stories too. Yep. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, brother. I'll keep this chat popping, everybody. Smash the likes on your way in. I appreciate you all. Anyway, so let's get back to the story. Let's see if there's anything else good. I just start going on rants because it's like, dude, you gotta be kidding me. The way they do these Democrats are horrible. Do you remember the conversation when, you know, everybody, like, the first thing Ryan said to me today was they're trying to take away our pums. And I don't believe that personally. I don't believe that. I don't care if they spam high. They can spam high all they want, brother. Because spamming high is the same thing as long as it's nothing bad, you can spam the fuck out of it. Just don't go too crazy with it, but I don't care. Keep spamming that shit. Just keep the chat popping. Let's go. Anyways, man, what the fuck was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying now. Said my 70-year-old mother can hear the show in the background, and she said, "My, that Tim really likes to say the F word." I know, guys. I gotta stop with the F word. I'm sorry, JD's grandmother. I do apologize, and I do apologize before my shows for the things that I say. Like the other day, I had to apologize to my mom because I told someone to suck my cock 2 minutes into the show. I'm sorry, Grandma. I have a bad mouth. I'm Italian. And I sometimes, when I read stories like this, you know, the type of stories that get you real riled up, like puming little kids and shit like that, I tend to say fuck, cunt, you know. I tend to say really fucked up words. And I need to slow back my language. I understand. My language gets fucked sometimes. So I'm sorry, Grandma. I understand. I shouldn't probably say fucking cock as much as I do, and I'll try my best not to. I promise. Because it really should be more professional of me to not swear at all and just be a normal news guy on YouTube. That's what I should do. I understand. I don't need to be, I need to be way more professional. I need to get a tie, and I need to sit back and be on YouTube and never drop one fucking word up. I mean, one effing word ever. Anyways, you talk about a school shootings. You talk about people getting killed. You talk about little kids getting snatched every day. You talk about little kids getting R'd and SA'd every day. And you tell me you're not going to drop the fucking F-bomb every other so often. It just is what it is. That's fucking life, man. Now, to your credit, it's unappealing and it's not good and it's probably not good to say it. So I agree with you. I'm just ignorant motherfucker. And I am a motherfucker. I like to fuck mothers. Anyways, let's get back to the shit. The group of 8 was concerned in the hallway, and they started to barricade themselves. I remember learning to do the best you can do to make them take time, because they don't want to do anything that takes time. They're just trying to get as many people. Okay, what about the Orlando? Pretty sure they took their time and got every motherfucker in that bitch. Okay? A fucking eraser isn't gonna save things. And I'm sorry, Grandma, but you're 70. You know better. You don't want to see these kids going through this. Who wants to see and hear these kids going through the type of stuff they're going through? Nobody does. I'm gonna slow down on my swear words, though. I will. But nobody wants to see that, man. I can't get it. Hey, man, look, sometimes when you get into a position where you're talking about something so serious, look, I'm Italian. What the fuck? I say fuck yeah, fuck no, fuck that, fuck this. I say it when I'm happy, when I'm mad, when I'm fucking, you name it. I like the word fuck. It's just a word. I've said worse, you know? I've said worse. And no, I don't live with mother, but I am. I know. I was just messing around. Hey, JD, I'm just messing with you guys. Kinda. You know me well enough, JD. You know how it goes. Them fuckers really took a tin can to go see the Titanic and implode. Bro, what about those fuckers, dude? Those fuckers literally hopped in a little fucking tin can and disappeared in the ocean. They used an Xbox controller and said, let me go see the Titanic. You know they're doing that again, right? You know that same guy is back on it again. You do know that. With an Xbox controller. It's true. Dude's sitting there like tear on his fucking walking, just sitting there gaming. He's got his little gaming shit with his headphones on, like trying to steer these cats down to the Titanic. And you know Tyr's not very good, so he crashes into trees and shit. I guarantee Tyr crashed into all types of shit. That guy was sitting there all like, he wasn't a good video gamer. Probably should have gotten a better controller. That's all I'm thinking. That's all I'm fucking thinking, you know? Fuck. But to do it again is insane. To do it again. Yeah, he's round 2, dude. I'm gonna type it up. I want to finish this story. But I will do that story. Hold on. What was the name of it? Do you remember the name? It was called something. The submarine visits Titanic. I'm pulling it up so that I can have it for when we get done. Okay. Here we go. I got it. So, I got you guys. We just got to finish this so I can get to that. But yeah, I got you. That they are doing it again. So anyways, the group of 8 cornered themselves. They did everything they could. The students heard law enforcement officers going up and down the hallways instructing people to come out with their hands up. Everyone was patted down and checked before evacuating. A resident assistant said that they trained for these types of situations, but never thought they'd have to use them. I trusted the training. Back to the throwing erasers. Back to the throwing erasers. What did they train these dudes do? What did they do? They fucking locked a door and huddled up and held each other? Is that what they trained them to do? That's the amount of training you're going to give me to protect myself from a pumer? What about... Because this is a clear liberal fucking place, right? Why isn't there teachers and students carrying? That's my question. And that goes for the elementary, high school, college. Now, of course, elementary and high school, the kids aren't going to be carrying, but the teachers will be. Why should they be throwing erasers? They should be throwing fucking lead. And I'm not talking about number 2 pencils. You know? You get what you give, buddy. Gosh, man. Rafael Fernandez, a sophomore at FSU, was in class when an alarm over the PA system and an alert flashed over the screen in the lecture hall. His professor locked the doors and the students stood in the area. Sounds so anticlimactic. And the students stood in the area of the room without windows. Eventually, the police, we walked out with our hands up. We were escorted out the building into a clear area. It's the same thing over and over. It's just the same stuff. The main campus has 403 buildings. They had to evacuate all of them. There's 20 people. There's a sheltering and wellness center that they're all going to now. They had to mention in between the center and Einstein Bagel Bro Shop. Of course, they had to mention the bagels, so you know who's behind this. Do I need to say? Does anybody want to say it in the chat? They had to throw the Einstein Bagel Bro in there, right? Einstein Bagel Bros. Why did you throw that in there? Like, did that need to be thrown in there? Is there an importance to that? I think they're just telling us, like, hey, you know who's behind this. We got the everything bagels. We like our Reubens. And we like rye bread. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Made them out of clay. How do I put it? Dude, no way round 2. So what if that fails 3 tries? Hey, honestly, it's gonna probably fail, or they're not gonna do it, and they're just gonna say they are to save face. I don't know. Teachers never cared about their paychecks. Yeah, a lot of teachers do it because. So how's the stimulus checks going? I keep getting fake news. Like, what the fuck? It's all fake. Ain't no money being sent out. I agree. I don't know about any stimulus, but I have heard about it. I didn't get it. I didn't hear about it, and I didn't get any. Yeah, Elon's definitely still in the government, man. I think, personally, Elon is like a secret, not a secret, he's not a secret, but here's my theory with him. With Elon in particular, I believe that because he's from South Africa, that he never could run for president to begin with, right? I think that he has a way bigger role in our government. He has the right to hire, fire, and do what a president can do, except for Trump made it clear that Musk has to go through him first. But I kind of question that. But I believe that he's a shadow possible president even, or he's lurking in the background. And you would say, why? I just told you why. He can't run. He can't run because he's not American. Why would somebody getting government funding for SpaceX, who's now working on Space Force, he's getting funded for his Teslas, he's getting funded for the Neuralink, all government funding, but he's in our government? I feel like I feel like there is a, what's the word? A conflict there of interest? Wouldn't you say? Musk lost his position, but they have a like-minded person following the agenda. Well, they say he lost the position, right? Because it expired, I think, on the 30th of March. But if you go, and I can pull it up too, but they already said that he still has the position. He's still doing shit. It's just, I'm telling you guys, it's behind the fucking scenes, dude. I think it was at the 30th where they actually, his position was like cleared away. It was March 30th. But he's still doing his thing. He has not stopped. What's he doing? He's going through and auditing companies. He's hiring, firing. He's taking away programs. He's doing what the president should do. He's doing everything the president does. It's almost like he's the damn vice president. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't know because they only tell us so much, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really give you the 1000% truth because I just don't know. But I will say this. I'm suspicious of it. Again, you got to separate church and government. And you can't have, foreign interest in your government. That is crooked as shit. Area 51, man, Area 51. My mind's more blown about than Area 51. My mind's more blown about Wright Patterson Air Force Base, right by my house. You want to talk about shit really going down, dude? Look into it, man. Look into this the mounds. What are they called, Ryan? Come on, I'm drinking my coffee still. I haven't hit my. What are they called? The snake mounds. You know, they're right by each other, and that's where you see all the drones, the UFOs, the drones. They're all government shit. That's all right by me. You know what I'm saying? So I see it all. If you guys go, you know what? I'll show you again, but. If you go into my YouTube channel, you'll see I've got pictures of the same orb every day coming in. I think that motherfucker's spying on us personally. I think the orb's spying on us personally. Just to be honest. Because I watched this orb come. It sits in the same spot, right? In the middle of the night. Now, a lot of times they spray so much that you can't really see what's going on. But I watch it just sit there, light up the sky. I record it. It's a ball of light. You can clearly tell. We can clearly tell that it's not a fucking airplane. Sorry for the F word, JD's grandma. It's not a freaking airplane. It's not it's not a star. It's not the moon. It's not this. What the F is it? It is clearly some government-based craft. Now, what's crazy about it is it'll appear for about 15, 20 minutes in the same area. I see it every day for a minute because I'll walk over. I had my setup over here. Right? And I can show you guys the view I had. It's not going to be as good. But if you look, see right there, I can look out my window. Right there is where it would sit at night. And you would watch it and just sit there and be like, damn, dude. Like, there it is. And I would sit there and watch it and I'll record that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you watch it, and then you watch it just 1 second, and then it just disappears. It's gone, dude. It's gone. Just like gone. I believe it's still there. That it just like has some sort of like camouflage like black mode to where it can like camouflage black mode to where it can just disappear, but it's still there. You just can't see it. And my theory is with that is that they're probably collecting data on us. I mean, what else would be the point of having something sit over you and hover and extract all the energy coming from us? What would be the point? Yeah, red ones, white, dude. I've got videos of all types of different orbs. I'm with you. I've seen orbs, but I've also seen orbs that are military. So, I believe an orb is an angel, but I believe that our military has figured out the technology to mock that. And that's why we're seeing so many of them. There was a point where I saw so many. Yep, I've seen that, Tim, on your shots. Yeah, on my shorts. Exactly. Go watch my shorts. I've got a couple of them, and it's the same one. I'm telling you guys. It's the same one. It is. It's the same one. I've seen pitch black ones at night and had something hit the ground like a 200-pound person landed on me. Damn! Nothing was there, which is crazy as fuck. Damn, OG, that's crazy, bro. I've seen red orbs before. Was the craziest thing ever. Yeah. Dude, when you start seeing them change colors, like if you seen the one on mine, it changed multiple colors, dude. Multiple. It was like a rainbow, dude. It was crazy. And you can tell the ones that are government, they've got a hole in the middle. They got a hole in the middle. And that's probably where they're harvesting the energy to be able to do it. Now, real orb, you don't see that hole in the middle. These ones are like an octagon type shape. If you zoom in real well, which Miss, if she was watching, we took a picture of one of the orbs that I saw. We zoomed in on it as far as you possibly could get. And it looked kind of like an octagon with a hole in the middle. And it just glared different colors. There was the whole color spectrum. It was the whole color spectrum. So we didn't just do it once, but we've done it multiple times. Our military has lasers. Anything is possible now. Yeah, well, our government came out and told us that it was them. They already said that the drones were them, and the whole reason they were doing it was to do an experiment. What's the experiment, though? I don't know. There's other life forms out there. Out where? Let me ask you that, OG. Where do you out where? Like, do you think where do you think they're at? Because we can't. There's got to be other life forms, right? I mean, I can't believe that there wouldn't be, even though God created man and woman. In my brain, I don't think that He created aliens. Okay, but to get behind that there's other life forms, that's not saying that there's not shit in the ocean. What's going on in Antarctica? I don't know what's going on in Antarctica. Exactly, Nitro. We are the aliens. We are. I'm with you on that, dude. Oh, gargoyles and shit. I think those are things we manifested. Bigfoot, Dogman, fucking the dude with the big black cat, Slender Man, all that type of shit. I think we manifested that, personally. My opinion. That was a manifestation of us. I think that if we all say, oh, there's Bigfoot, I think we can manifest things, But that's just my opinion, Nobody can ever explain that. We'll know when we die, bro. We'll know the real truth. So I wouldn't look at you, OG, and say, yeah, bro, you're full of shit. Because honestly, you can't put anything behind anything at this point. I respect anybody's opinion. Because at this point, it's all theory. We're all theorizing what the fuck we would do or whatever. Ryan, he's a believer, dude. Me personally, I believe that these entities we're seeing are fallen angels. I think they're remaining Nephilim. I do believe in that type of stuff. Well, what else is it? What else is what? Like I said, fallen angels, bro. I think the DNA got passed through. I think the Nephilim DNA is strong and alive. That's probably what most of our government is. The people that are, the hands behind the fucking curtain, the Wizard of Oz, yeah, they've got some fucking really bad DNA, you know? I respect opinions, perhaps, but sometimes people don't deserve respect. I understand. But look, man, we're talking about, you don't have to respect it, but I respect your opinion because it's a theory, man. So I get what you're saying, Alex, but at the same time, yeah, I'm down. Let's take a hit. I'll smoke with y'all. Let's take a hit. I still got stories lined up, and we still got to talk about the Titanic. But, yeah, opinions are good, dude. I mean, look, we all got to theorize, right? We all got to theorize. So, it's not like any of us are right or wrong. It's just a theory. Like, we've never proved anything. Like, Area 51 is a theory. We don't know. Like, none of us, unless we personally, me, Alex, OG, Ryan, Nitro, we all fucking roll up together in the Area 51 and we see some shit, then we could go ahead and say, yeah. But because it's just like, I can't get on it. I can't get on some psyop shit. I think anything that's really real is us. That's what I think, personally. Bro, I mean, would you go sit at that little shack at Area 51 and fucking, kick it? I'd go there. I'd go there and kick it and do a show there. That'd be fun. I mean, a lot of people do it. But remember when there was that whole movement of everybody was going to rush and raid Area 51? When was that? Was that like a year ago or something? Anyone who's camped out that way have never been on social media afterwards. Exactly, OG. I know. I've watched the videos. I see the house right there that has the mailbox and all the fucking shit right there. And you still, even when you try to get to Area 51, you still can't get there. You still can't get there. So I don't know. Yeah, at the mailbox, dude. We'll meet up at the mailbox. And if we try to go past that line, which people have tried, good luck. Now, is that a theory or not? Do you guys know this? Is this a theory or is this real shit? Like, do people actually really get, unalived for going on Area 51, or is that just a theory? What about the Bob Lazar is a fucking goofball, dude. I can't, look, dude, I've tried really hard getting behind Bob Lazar, right? I mean, I even watched his stuff recently where they're like, oh, hey, Bob. And I could probably play it for you guys because I've played it on here before. But they're like, hey, Bobby. I'm going to call him Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Bobby Lazar. Bobby, what would you do if Trump asked you to be? Should you be on Trump's administration so that you could help advise him on the aliens? Really, dude? Bob fucking Lazar? Sorry, Grandma. Bob fucking Lazar? Fuck Bob Lazar. No. It sounded real goofy. Yeah, the Bob Lazar story is just, he's all over the place, dude. All over the place, bro. It's real. I've seen some of the videos they were found forced to remove. See, what'd you see? What did you see? I'm not gonna discredit you. What'd you see? And how did they get out and let you see it? Unless they wanted you to see it. How did you get to see it? Bobby. Little Bobby. What are you gonna do here, Bobby? Bobby? Now listen here, Bobby. No, no, no. What the fuck? Nah, but what you seen, OG? Tell me, brother man. I need to know. I want to know what you seen because I want to know. I'm being not facetious. I'm actually like interested to know what you see, bro. Because I see stuff too, but I think it's all propaganda, personally. But again, this is something I'll learn when I die. What, you know what I'm saying? Is the Earth spinning or is it flat? I don't fucking know. Okay, Nitro really wants to do this fucking Titanic one. Let's do it. Let's get into that one real fast. All right, so a year after the Titan tragedy, a sub is planning to go back to the Titanic to make a point. Remember I said they're just trying to prove a point? I didn't read this headline, bro. I swear on my grave, dude. Shit, you can't make this shit up. Once you're locked in, you're fucking locked in. You are locked in. Alright. Okay. Boy, that tasted good. That was a rip off the steamroller. That was like a bong rip. Alright, I gotta hold that. I can't read it if I don't have it this close. So a year after the Titan tragedy, sub to make a point. Here's the headline. This is according to CNN too, so we can really trust CNN. You know. Anyways. Here's the Titanic. Fuck is this? Is this the little thing that they went in on before? I don't know. Debris from the Titan. That's what it was called. The Titan submersible was recovered from the ocean floor near the wreck of the Titanic. So here's what they recovered from the last one. Don't you dare say shit about my tabs, you motherfucker. Where's the video controller? I wonder if he had more than one monitor. So, a year ago Tuesday, the world watched in horror as a multinational search began for a commercial sub and 5 passengers that days later would end in tragedy. The agonizing spectacle sent a chill through a small but growing community of deep-sea submersible enthusiasts. OceanGate. It's OceanGate. OceanGate, the controversial operator behind the ill-fated sub, folded shortly after officials revealed the vessel had imploded on its way down to the site of the Titanic. With OceanGate closed for business, the market for Titanic sub-tourism appeared to slam shut. Oh no. I never knew that there was a business for that. Bro, imagine being the person that's like, alright, look, I got a business idea. Why don't we build something called the, what's it called again? Why don't we build something called the Titan Submersible? I don't know if it's really submersible, to be honest. I think that was proven wrong. And why don't we get this Xbox controller and we'll let little Johnny and Tyr fucking control it. Let's go visit the fucking Titanic. I mean, hell. What else do we got better to do? Let's get some millionaires and some Rothschilds on that bitch too while we're at it. Anyways. But rather than tanking the entire industry, the event created an opportunity for submersible operators to double down on their messaging around safety and cast OceanGate as a rogue startup. One leading sub operator, eager to demonstrate that the Titan sub failed to live up to the industry standards that can make trips to the ocean floor relatively safe, is already planning its own journey to the wreckage of the Titanic and the Titan. So now they're going to see the Titan and the Titanic. Yo, it's a 2-in-1 trip. Yo, let's go down to the ocean floor. Let's see the fucking... Let's go to the ocean floor. Let's go look at the last one that blew up. Go in there too. What a fucking very rare... Who wants to go to a spot where multiple places have been fucking sunk right there, dude? Blown up. The fuck, dude? Keep me away from that part of the water. It's fucking got bad energy. Real bad, dude. That's hilarious. How deep is that shipwreck? That's a good question. In fact, just days after OceanGate, let me look, I'll see. OceanGate, the real estate billionaire Larry Connor was on the phone with Trenton CEO, urging him to build a sub that would reassure the world that sub travel, even as deep as the Titanic's wreckage, could be done safely. So this dude, actually, these motherfuckers were just like, everybody was like, oh, they're live, oh, they're not. These people actually were on the phone within days trying to do it again. Do it again, do it again. Let's see how deep it was. 2 points of its main. OceanGate was a rogue operation that skirted regulation and ignored repeated warnings from the tight-knit community of deep-sea explorer. OceanGate sub designs were so experimental, no other commercial sub operation would ever replicate them. I don't know, how fucking far is it? It's really long. I don't know, man. I don't know how deep it was. I don't know. I guess I could Google it. Does anybody know? Dude, is that not the craziest shit? How deep is the Titanic? I'll look it up. How deep is the Titanic? $12,500 feet, or 3,800 meters, or 2,100 fathoms, or 325 nautical miles, or 600 kilometers, depending on what country you're in. You're welcome, Nitro Bob. You know there's people all over with their different ways of fucking... Yeah, they took a can down there, dude. And then imploded. And then imploded. I heard about that. You think it's true? Would you say it wasn't even the real... Yeah, it wasn't the real... It was like the St. Mary or something. I did a show on that shit before. It was like the St. Mary or something like that. You think it's true? I think that it's true. I think that it was probably a false flag before a false flag. The Olympic. That's right, OG. It was the Olympic. Good call. And you saw pictures of it. Like, they literally took pieces off of one and put it on the other. And then you got exactly all the bankers in there. There was Rothschilds on that boat. Nitro said what really pissed him off was most definitely had room for Jack to get on that piece of wood. Damn right, dude. They sure did Jack dirty as hell, bro. You know, she just sat there and couldn't pull him up on there. Jack just had to sit there. That bitch. What do you expect from bitches nowadays, bro? They're worthless. Sorry, ladies. Worthless ass women. Of course a man should be fucking higher than a woman. Who doesn't believe that? God created man over woman. Anybody that doesn't believe that, go fuck yourself. Sorry, Grandma. Go fuck yourself, you lesbian. That's the truth. Go fuck yourself. Hold on. On another note, because I'm not going to go too long. Imagine a world without men. Oh my God. There'd be a whole lot of bloody tampons and crazy bitches running around this fucking place. Imagine if they just took us all away. It would be nothing but just bleeding bitches. That's what we would have. There'd be a lot of cats and a lot of black dildos and bleeding bitches. A lot of cats. They probably would have black cat. They would probably get a black cat too, most likely. But was it reinforced in the front like the Titanic? It was because of the time frame they had. Oh yeah, there'd be definitely a lot of arguing. And a lot of what do you call it? Just bitching, you know? Bitches. What did I just do? I don't even know what I just did, but I ended up at a Nike. Yeah, I'm 21. Okay, so there's Alien on a 10-minute break at work. You pop right in as I'm talking about these dumb bitches. Like Chris Brown said, these hoes ain't loyal. Everybody knows that. Tim, I think this time of live is perfect. You think this is a good time for me to go live more than day? I think I was telling Ryan, I think I'll probably do a day one and then I'll do a night one. Because that's what I did last year at this time. I was doing day and night. And that's really what helped me a lot get things really going. So I might start doing that, Nitro. Candy probably asleep. I hope she pops in. So I've got some medical marijuana news. So there's gonna be, so I have two things. One, there's a Florida initiative. Hold on. There's a Florida legalization initiative. The Florida marijuana legalization initiative may appear on the ballot for Florida as an initiated constitutional amendment on November 3rd, 2026. So on November 3rd, if you are in Florida, you finally may just be able to get your recreational pot. The initiative would legalize marijuana for the use of adults 21 and older, permit smoking or vaping marijuana in public spaces, prohibits packaging of marijuana that appeal to children, and provide for licensing for non-medical marijuana businesses. In Florida, the number of signatures required is 8%, blah, 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 blah. No one really fucking cares. Y'all need to go vote if you want it legal. Now, you guys already, now this is what my story really was, but I wanted to bust that in there so y'all could understand what their laws are for this next story. And the next story is that Florida moves to make medical marijuana cards free for veterans in a unanimous vote. So now our military, our veterans, which they deserve, are able to get their cards for free. And that's fucking fair because the shit isn't cheap. And they already in Ohio get a 30% discount. Automatic. So now if they can get their card and they can get 30% off, I hope that helps them in a way. Especially, you know, and this shouldn't just be in Florida. And by the way, it doesn't cost that much to get a card. So it's not like they're doing that much of a favor. But it's still cool that they're helping out veterans. Okay? It was a 21-0 vote. Everybody agreed. But, you know, we need to help them because even if you go ahead and give them their free card and that discount, do you know how much it still costs? Weed's not free, dude. There ain't nothing free about it. When you go to that dispensary, I don't give a shit. Take 30% off. Give me a free card. It's still, you're going to leave there broke. It's worse than a casino. But at least you go home with something. Later, brother, man. I hope you have a beautiful day, Alienated. Hit me up when you get off, man. I probably won't be going for too much longer. I got a few more stories, and then I'll probably be good. Yeah, it does, OG. It does. It does need to be looked at when it's federally legal, for sure, for sure. But yeah, man, have a good day, brother. I hope work's going well for you, man. So here's what they do. They veterans who qualify for the medical marijuana Florida will no longer have to pay the $75 fee. That's why I said it's $75. Who fucking cares? They're like, oh, Ohio doesn't have to pay that. They're like using it as a selling fee for me to go to renew my card. You don't have to pay the state fee this year, dude. It was 1 penny last year. They made it 1 penny. I swear to God, dude, I had to fucking literally pay with my card to the government 1 penny to get my fucking weed card. I said it, a penny. Dude, 1 penny. So this year they made it, and you don't have to give them that penny this year. But that was the dumbest shit in the world. Whoever thought of that shit, well, I guarantee it was some bagel motherfucker. Oh yeah, let's just make them all give us 1 shekel. They all just give us 1 little penny. There's a million of them. We can have that extra $1 million. We can have that extra $1 million. We could maybe hire a rapper to come over. We could have fun with them. Anyways, it's better to be medicated than incarcerated. Exactly. That's my whole point. Is they need to do this across the whole country. This shouldn't be. This is so fucked that they have this issue as being state to state, which is fine. But there shouldn't be, like, in my situation, I explain this a lot. I'm sorry if you hear it, but it's got to be said. I being in Ohio, you know, I live in Ohio. You got Indiana right next to me. You got West Virginia. You got Pennsylvania. You got Kentucky. Right? We're wreck. And you got Chicago right there too. So Chicago is in between. If Chicago is in between It's like Chicago, Indiana, Ohio, right? Indiana's got some of the strictest weed laws, period. So does West Virginia. You go to jail if you get caught with like an eighth of weed. You know what I'm saying? You actually go to fucking jail. And no, it's not 250 here no more, bro. To renew it now, it's $89. It's cheap now because it's rack. It was 250 when we got ours. It's 250 at NYC. Yeah, it is maybe your first time. But yeah, when I got mine, it was 175. It was 150, but I also and I paid 25 to use their doctor, so I didn't have to use my doctor. So that all my records weren't being passed around, you know? So I paid the extra 25 and got an on-site doctor to just give me my PTSD, I think it was. I don't remember what it was for. But yeah, Texas, as far as Texas goes, it's another one that you get caught with some trees in Texas, you're fucked. So, yeah, right? So, you know, anyways, it should be legal there because look, man, I'm an hour and a half from Indiana. You get caught, your ass is going to jail, you know? It's just sending a weird message when some of the country can do something and the other part can't. I don't know, man. And we can't even say it's because of red or blue states. At this point, there's no rhyme or reason. It used to be, the blue states got away with it, but we're in a fucking red state. Abortion's legal. Weed's legal. We got lots of pumes. All that's legal. We're in a red-ass state, though. I think Texas is or was talking about medical. I can't believe that it's not even medical in Texas at this point. Like, that blows my effing mind that it's not medical. You know? That blows my mind, dude. Texas, of all places, deserve it. With all them damn illegals coming in and all the crime and bullshit that they deal with in Texas and their shit-ass weather, give them some fucking weed for fuck's sake. Sorry, JD's grandma, but fuck. My God, imagine if Ohio didn't have weed. We'd all fucking kill each other. Fuck. Thank God they gave us weed. It's been pretty fucking nice since they did that shit, to be honest. This story I should have did while Alien was in here. Yeah, bro. I mean, look, I want everybody to have that right. Everybody should have a right to grow some seeds and smoke their trees, bro. The only reason why the government it isn't is because they want to make money criminally. And Texas, unfortunately, is a state that relies heavily on their prisons. So they make more money, they think, even though now, I will say that I've got 2 articles, I hope I can find them, that are proving that the actual weed sales are gone down billions. I'm thinking it's because they overpriced it. But the weed, the money that they were making last year and the year before, it's dropping significantly in the dispensaries. A, because people are growing, or B, because it's just too much, dude. I love that New York is also a open constitution of cannabis, too. Yeah, I'm with you, OG. I really didn't like the whole, legalization rec shit, but I do now because the reason I do personally is because I want to be able to grow. I want to grow without getting in trouble. I mean, nothing can stop you. If you want to grow, you can grow. I mean, nothing's going to stop you. But I would love to be able to grow and not have to worry about it like that. Yeah, dude, it's beautiful that people can, do their own thing and then they know what they're smoking. The fact that it's even illegal for a plant to be illegal is crazy for me, dude. Even, I hate to say it, but if you're smart enough to grow the coca leaf, bro, you should probably be able to do it. Exactly what I'm saying. But see, that's why they don't want people to grow. They want you to smoke their shit, you know? Who's flooding the streets with weed a lot? The cartels. Who worked with the cartels? The CIA, right? Our government. So who knows the CCP? We already done many, many stories about how they're selling it on the streets. So OG said, and I do autos, so I make 3 Harvest outdoor. Nice, dude. I watched Ryan. I watched one of my buddies. I'll wait a minute. But yeah, I have some friends that, grow. I talk to them on Discord and stuff. And I have one buddy who got, Jesus, dude. I almost probably a pound off of 3 plants, if not more. I'm not 1,000% sure how much, but 3 plants took up the whole tent. I'd never seen anything like it, to be honest. I have, but there was way more plants involved. Most plants you get like 2 ounces, 3 ounces off of. This motherfucker was pulling that much. He was pulling like a pound of plant, dude, almost, or like half a pound of plant. Then you see other people's 1 extra yield, but sacrifice so much yield. I know some locals that pulled 1 pound per pheno plant. Y'all could have this conversation because this is something y'all could fucking do. I don't know. Ryan was trying to tell me. Oh, you're talking about the what's his name, dude? Your guy, Ryan. What's his name? Otto, whatever his name is. Otto something. His name was like Otto something. Oh, Autopotamus or something? Autopotamus? Isn't that the guy who got the pound off of 1 plant? Autopotamus, yeah. Um, 26 ounces. 26 ounces is a pound and a half. Literally, to the T. No, a pound and 10 ounces. That's over a pound. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. Then he got over 40 ounces? Yeah, that's next level shit. That's next level shit. The reason I pulled up this story in particular, we can get back into that and to anything we want to talk about in a minute. But I do have another story. 429,000 wireless power banks recalled. All right, so there was 429 fucking phone chargers that were recalled because they caused fires. They potentially ignite, posing burn and fire hazard. Now, I'm telling this story because we have a friend, Alien, who was in here, and his phone charger did that. His literally could have burned down his house if he wasn't on talking to us and catch it. If you got it off of, they were in various colors and prints. Amazon and other websites sold it from March of 2022 through September of 2024. So if you got one from them in that time, and if you still have a phone charger from 2022, then God bless you. But I don't know what to tell you guys. You know? Anyways, you can go get a free replacement for that. You will have to take 2 photos of the charger, one in front of the word recalled written on the power bank, and the date, one on the back, number visible. And they want a dick pic, they want your mom's fucking address. What the fuck for a phone charger, bro? You want me to fucking throw gang signs on a fucking camera to get it? Listen, if you bought a phone charger off of Amazon, just fucking be careful. But it happens. That's my whole point. Yeah, dude, OG, Ryan talks about it daily, dude. He said I'd charge extra for that, right? I'm with you, brother. That's too much work. Who wants to do all that work? Let's see what's going on. Let's see what else I got going on in the news. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like, smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed, I don't care. They won't let me have subscribers. This will be my first year, though, using a greenhouse for my ladies. Hopefully it's a great success. Oh, that's cool, bro. I'm excited to see hear what you did, OG. But yeah, everybody hit the fucking like. We're at 17. I want to get 25. I need 25 likes before I end this. When I end the show, I feel like that's fair. I don't know if I'll get it, but the goal is set 25. No, let me just go to YouTube. YouTube. No. Let's see if there's anything cool to talk about. I have a Discord, bro. I don't know. I'm gonna play this while I look for the video, just in the background. You guys can bullshit. I'm trying to find us some sort of news.
Yeah. You know, the album coming out, and
this shit's so hard, y'all. If y'all like hip hop, you'll like this. Can you hear it?
I'm not supposed to be here. Yeah. I got no apologies for rappers in my DM who wanted a feature, but now they're doing better than token. A part of me gets jealous for a minute, then I realize I still wouldn't do that feature because I kept morals unbroken. Mom found my journal, I wrote about suicide. If I never found music, I would have finished the job. They wonder why I never made those good career moves, because it's more than a career to me, it's who I am inside. No apologies to the fans that were disappointed in my last album because they expected me in my youth. An album about addiction helped me abandon my addictions. I didn't expect to be abandoned by my fans too. Always felt they didn't get the meaning behind the lines, but I hate when rappers explain the meaning. It feels contrived, so I let music be music. Let the guy just be the guy. Just know that I never lied and push my heart off to the side. No apologies to my friends who wish I was a better friend. All of us turning from kids to men. As a man, I've learned to feel what a man represent, and I've been losing friends when I see this side of them. Something I've been learning as children become adults. They become more bitter and more judgmental. They get so bold that they assume that they have more experience. They've seen it all, and some of my friends walk around like they just better than y'all. And as someone who is known, I can't be around that few, cause fame has made me susceptible to be that way too. And I'm better than no one. I just write songs at a desk. If I feel like I know it all,
some of that Bouffant, right?
By the way, let me give a little secret. It might be a bit difficult to believe it, but if I only rap it, I've been speeding, it could appear that I'm passionate. But the reason I would be doing this, cause I have nothing to write next. But I got a lot to say. It's something I respect. Is artists being artists with uncompromised depth. Fuck that preacher, I know that prayer was a godsend. Fuck that gang member, tell me which gang you represent. Fuck that artsy shit, trying to leave Fantano impressed. Fuck that real shit, all you did was just call it real now. I met that dude in person, virality's all he cared about. Fuck trying so hard to look like you don't try it all. Only thing worse than a fucking try hard is a try hard. Trying hard to make it look like he ain't trying hard at all. And fuck your corky video, bitch, you ain't token dog. Get a job, you landed on musician cause of fame. If music wasn't cool no more, you choose another lane. No apologies to JIT fans, Tech fans, NF fans, Griselda fans, anyone they throw me towards. No apologies to that booking agent I don't prefer, who said I would've sold more tickets if I chose new openers. But I've been bumping Marco plus daily, I had to bring them. Ben Riley, Nana, Eat a Profit, the Killers. They always try to pair me with white rappers that I never meet. 5 white dudes, 1 rap flyer, never sat well with me. And I'm not trying to make a statement, I'm just saying I hope everybody make it. I just try to play with people I've been playing, and people that I've heard about, but no apologies if they want to twist my words around. I know I would've sold more. Some of the souls were empty, but at least my heart was full. I know a couple rappers always on dates with a groupie who don't have partners to pull. If they're not marketable, I don't want that to be me. Childish, it feels maniacal, relying on success to be likable. I'd rather fall off for some years and work on my own development than have fake confidence based on relevance. My album about to drop, I know the mission, no apologies, relationships I ruined with it. Only thing I can do is tell the truth, and if you win it, then you win it. If we never talk again, it's your decision.
Alright, I had to get my smoke on, yo. I had to get the smoke on. I packed up the Bouffant. Love the Bouffant. It's lost its taste, but the potency's still there. Sean, what up, dog? Oh, you good, bro? It's all good. Yeah, there's no link right now, bro. I have to send the link. What's up, Daniel? How you doing, brother? How's life, man? I was just looking for a video for us to watch or something to talk about. But I don't know. I just felt like playing some music. Everybody smash the like. Sean, Daniel, please smash the like. We're not gonna make we're not gonna make the 25, I don't think. I would like to get 25 likes, but I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm not at home right now. I'll be back in a little bit. What up, Ryan? I'll check back to see if you're on, guys. Cool, brother. I don't know if I will be or not. I don't know. I haven't eaten. let's see. So I don't want to get rid of that Jelly Roll fucking song, that video, because that shit was hilarious, dude.
Grammarly doesn't just help you with polishing your emails. It
see if there's anything for us to watch. I mean, I can see if there's any news stories too. Like, those were just the two main. Those were just the main ones. Hold on a second. Let me check something. Yeah, they took. I had to reset my shit. All right, here's to add to our UFO talk. Let's see what this is.
Now to New Jersey and a mystery in the sky. It was really, really loud. Magnolia resident Denise Carreco says it was enough to wake her. Neighbors were on edge. The sky, the big bright light, and then the big bang. It was big.
There are plenty of questions right now about a mystery object that came through the ceiling of an auto repair shop in southern New Jersey. Whatever it was comes as the memory of widespread drone flights, as it's fresh in many people's minds.
Questions are swirling this morning about a mystery object that crashed through the ceiling of an auto repair shop in New Jersey. It left a hole in the roof at SNL Automotive. The shop's owner thinks the object may have come from space. An out-of-this-world mystery in New Jersey. An unidentified object slamming into this auto repair shop in the middle of the night. The fireball tearing through the building, leaving a gaping hole in the roof, smashing into the workspace below. Yeah, Christy, everybody's talking about this. So the owner of the automotive shop came in here. He said things felt a little bit chilly. Something didn't feel right. He walked all the way over here, and then he looked up, and you won't believe what he saw next. In the small town of Magnolia in South Jersey, there's a lot of talk about this. Around 2:30 Wednesday morning, residents were woken up by a loud boom. When Sebastian Leonardo
like
arrived at his auto body shop in Atlantic Avenue later that morning,
that's when I looked up and I saw the giant hole up there in the ceiling.
When employees climbed up to look at the damage to the roof and ceiling, they saw where the unidentified object made impact.
A sizable dent in a thick steel gauge box. Yeah, and so that's when I went to my cameras and I found all the videos and realized what had actually happened. You know, it's like the giant flash outside and then the impact in here.
It looks like a cop.
Footage from cameras in and outside of SNL Automotive show the moment that something collided with the building.
You eventually see like a giant fireball come through the ceiling, and then everything come flying down the roof with it.
Several doorbell cameras in homes around town captured video of the incident. Here's astronomer Derek Pitts of the Franklin Institute.
There's a bright flash, there's a boom, there's a hole, and you know, that's 3 out of 4 things. If we had one more thing, like an item that we could identify as being extraterrestrial, then we might say it's something from space.
It comes just months after hundreds of drones.
That's what I see outside my window. That was exactly.
Shutting down airports.
Hold up. That last one, man, is exactly what I see outside my window. That's exactly what it looks like. That's exactly the fuck exact. You guys seen the video I posted on my Discord? That's exactly what I posted on my Discord. Go look. That's exactly what it looks like, dude. 1,000%. That's it. That's the fucking drones. That's what I had on video. That's it. Right now. Go watch it right now, dude. Go to my YouTube and watch my shorts. I've got that exact same shit on camera. So people that really are into the Area 51 shit, dude, that shit is real live right where I'm at.
Were spotted in the skies across New Jersey. What the heck? The sightings shutting down airports and sparking conspiracy theories. The FBI investigated but ultimately found nothing sinister. Still, the FAA is now launching a weeks-long testing program in the state. aimed at improving aerial detection systems to make sure drones like these don't disrupt commercial flights in the future. And the testing program, expected to begin today, will look into how drones may interfere with aircraft navigation.
And guys, this is that debris that we're talking about. They have quite a bit to go through. Meanwhile, people keep hearing about the story and uploading more and more videos onto the Magnolia Facebook page.
Why is this so
Live tonight in Camden County, Jessica Cartalia, Channel 6 Action News. Yeah, I love that we can always rely on Derek Pitts to give us the reality check. All right, Jessica.
It comes just months after hundreds of drones were spotted in the skies across New Jersey.
What the heck?
The sightings shutting down airports and sparking conspiracy theories. The FBI investigated but ultimately found nothing sinister. Still, the FAA is now launching a weeks-long testing program in the state aimed at improving aerial detection systems to make sure drones like these don't disrupt commercial flights in the future. The testing program beginning today.
For the first time in months, drones are back on the public radar and hovering over New Jersey skies. As the FAA studies drone detection systems on the Jersey Shore, a project the government says it launched years ago at airports around the country, but now is expanding to off-airport
Look at the sky.
Like
There's a reason why the sky looks like
safety
that.
Between an increasing number of drones and aircraft. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy says it's all about national security.
The FAA is doing this to ensure we can properly detect drones in our airspace and make sure they don't interfere with aircraft navigation systems.
The FAA says the work has no direct connection to the swarm of drone sightings that recently prompted national hysteria.
So that's the airplane, but look at that.
When they blanketed the skies from Maryland to New Jersey.
There's a lot of panic in the area,
causing consternation at diners.
Do you get the impression the federal government knows way more than what they're revealing to people?
And frustration from lawmakers. Then, in the first days of the Trump administration, this revelation.
Here's what they said. See, we talked about this earlier, guys. Here's where they tell us that the drones were them, and that we personally are the experiment, that they're doing an experiment. Ready?
That were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized to be flown by the FAA for research and various other reasons.
Research and various other reasons. All right, I'm going to stop right there for a minute. We talked about this earlier, but I kind of cut it. I didn't have the actual video because I was on a different, my mind was going somewhere else. But we got it now. What's up? Oh, Catechism, how you been? Good to see you. Yeah. My cat's cool. He's sleeping. He's chilling. It's daytime, so he don't really bother me like that. He a night owl, like me. So he don't really mess with me during the day as much, you know? He's doing real well. That's probably why you don't hear him right now. But yeah, we just talked about that. They literally said that we are being tested. What is the test, is my question to you guys. What are they testing us on? What's going on? Like, seriously. I don't understand. It's like, the hell? Sorry. I'm looking at this going, what the hell? But yeah, it's real weird. It's good to see you, Catechism. But yeah, man, so they're telling us these orbs are drones, but they keep showing us shit like this. That's not even close to what the drones that they're putting over us are. That's why I was saying these things are doing something else, because they can tell light they were when they shut off. They just blacken out and disappear in the sky. We don't know where they're at. They're going to say that. Look at that little fight. Look at this guy's mouth. Look how he looks. Oh, yeah. But look. That ain't what it is. Sorry. It's just not. Please hit a like. We're only 6 away. We might be able to catch it.
Off-airport testing, the FAA says it's using about 100 of these off-the-shelf drones, in addition to a couple of larger drones, too. Now, it's only taking place during daylight and weekday hours, with all the communities involved being alerted. As for why the off-airport testing, the FAA says that's to make sure the drones don't impact law enforcement and medevac services. More testing will be held at sites in New Mexico, North Dakota, and Mississippi later this year.
Sightings that have been reported. At this time, we have no evidence that these activities are coming from a foreign entity or the work of an adversary. We're going to continue to monitor what is happening, but, at no point were our installations threatened when this activity was occurring.
Can you rule out that these are American drones or U.S. military drones?
These are not U.S. military drones. Again, this is being investigated by local law enforcement. What our initial assessment here is that these are not drones or activities coming from a foreign entity or adversary.
You mentioned the White House and the administration.
That was so what's the word? She danced around that question so much, bro. Oh my God. It wasn't something from outer space, but it wasn't the military. Then who the fuck was it?
Share a bit of their assessment of what these drones are, but we know lawmakers are being briefed on Capitol Hill and members of the public. This isn't really, sitting well with them. They aren't really kind of taking this explanation for those that really saw these drones with their own eyes. So what would you say to them?
Well, again, I definitely don't want to minimize the significant interest and the concern that people have. But again, I think in the way that you now have this modern technology and the ability, you could go out of here right after this briefing and go and buy a drone and you could fly it around your neighborhood. And as long as you're flying it appropriately and not in restricted airspace, there's nothing illegal about flying that drone. So again, just providing some perspective here, and I think the joint statement that we put out highlighted that the assessment in terms of what these reported sightings.
What is somebody going? Hold on a minute. What does somebody going and buying a little drone like that or a video of an orb-looking craft flying around the sky have to do with each other? Can anybody answer that in the chat? What the hell? Does that make any sense? Are they talking to us? Like, are they, what?
A combination of lawful commercial drones, hobbyist drones, law enforcement drones, as well as manned fixed-wing aircraft. Again, don't want to minimize it, but I think it's important to understand, too, just the volume of drone activity that will likely only increase into the future, and the fact that it is legal to fly drones. And if they go into restricted airspace, of course, we'll take appropriate action.
Just why does it have to be a classified briefing if these are just hobbyist drones, they're not military drones? Why is it a classified briefing on the Capitol Hill?
I'd have to refer you to Congress on that. Again, sharing as much information as we can here. I don't have the briefing in front of me, so I can't tell you specifically, what aspects are classified or not. I can assure you.
Bro, what do you mean you can't tell us, bro? You just sat there and lied after they already said it was a test. Then you're sitting there saying it's not. What is the point of these things? It's we were talking about it earlier. I wish I would have just pulled up this video at that point in time. But what is the whole point? What are they doing? I might have to do another show on this and just re-enter the topic because, maybe start with it. Because I want to know, because they literally just show what the hell I have videos of in my damn YouTube channel right now. You think I'm not bullshitting. I have no reason to lie. That shit's weird. The hell? Alright, guys. I'm getting tired. I don't know. I'll probably go live later on tonight. If y'all want to come pop in, I'll probably go live later on tonight. I want to eat something and play some poker. I haven't played any poker today. And I need to go I need to go play some poker and fucking shit. Hey, y'all, hit the damn like. We're only 5 away from fucking 25. That's a pretty good, we almost did it. We got, we're almost there. Y'all, there's not 5 of y'all that can hit the like, really? I know there's more than 4 people watching. That's what pisses me off. I'm probably ending it with the gang of people watching. And they're not telling me. I've seen it now twice. Maybe not. Maybe not. But, hey, y'all have is there anything else that y'all want to talk about before I dip out? Is there anybody still left? There's Nitro Bob. I didn't know if you were still in here. Did you not see the video I just showed, dude? Come on, man. Did you not just see that? We just talked about it, bro. We just talked about that today. That was like on fucking point. We were right on point. I'm just gonna say. We were right on point with that whole drone thing. Honestly, I like talking about that. Only because I see them. You know? Alright. Well, anything else before I say goodbye to y'all? This is last call. China. Bruh. China. China. That's fucking... Where is it made? China. So, hey, can you guys answer these questions for me real fast? Because I don't know what you guys are seeing or what I'm seeing. What does the screen look like for you guys? Has it changed my screen at all? What's the difference of me having Super Chat? Like, is there any difference at all? It looks great. What does that mean? Hey, what does it look like? Not look great. I mean, like, what does it look like? Like, is there like a money sign? Is it lit up? There's a button on the bottom to give you money. Okay, so it's just like a little button on the bottom. I just don't want it to look like, I just didn't want it to be all colorful with like all them like lines across and shit. You know what I'm talking about? I didn't want it to look like that. That's what I was worried about. That's why I never did it. I never liked that look. I just felt like it was too cringy for me. I could handle, like, if it was what I saw, which is just like a little black thing and it had like a money and just that ain't shit. Fuck. If that's all they want me to do, that ain't shit. I'm still gonna tell everybody, if y'all ever do decide you want to, we're gonna, I would rather get it on my Cash App than in one of them. Honestly, fuck YouTube. Fuck, I don't want to give them, but, yeah. Give them their money too, right? We gotta pay them money. I mean, shit, we're about to. Just to buy the streaming service is like $500 or some shit. It's fucking crazy, dude. So, anyways, I've been monetized for a whole year. And I never did it. And Ryan yelled at me every day. And then I got a 3-month, yeah, dude, a whole year I've been monetized and I never fucking clicked it. Because I didn't want to look like some shekel beglin fucking Jay. Because I hate going on to fucking people's pages when it's like all lit up with fucking pay me. Bruh, I'll read your fucking comment. You don't gotta pay me to read your fucking comment. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. So I never really got down with that shit. That's why I didn't really like it, you know? But I had a lot of people like, bro, you gotta do it for business reasons. Like, YouTube just won't fuck with you if not. But that's why, that's basically... So that being said, fuck, man, I hope everybody has a blessed night. It is 7:30 now. So, now look, we need $500 to stay on. What a crock of shit. Right. Now look, it's true. We used up all of our shit. Now we need $500 if we want to come up with more shows other than me doing this. Which I'm cool with. I had funded it. So, I'm cool with this. For sure. Doesn't matter. But anyways, man, y'all have a blessed day or night. And I might see you guys later, I might pop on later tonight. After I'm done taking some money in poker or sleeping or something. So, yeah, we'll make it happen somehow, Ryan. Anyways, I love you guys. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for sticking around, Nitro, Ryan, whoever else is still around. Thank you too. And love you guys. I'll see you later or tomorrow. Should I try to go early again tomorrow? Should I try it again one more time, maybe? Just to see? I don't know. I don't mind doing it in the day. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, I like the day. I'm way more on my shit during the day. At night I've been smoking and shit. Like, during the day, I've just drank my coffee and I'm smoking with you guys for the first time. I'm like, you're getting a better version of me. That's for sure. I'll give it both. I'll try both. So, y'all fuck with me. Even if you don't want to watch the stream long, hop in, give me a like, y'all, for all the people that are still in here. Otherwise, I know all y'all do anyways, so... I appreciate you guys like y'all don't even know. So, y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. I'm going to get out of here. I got to eat. Bless y'all. Peace out, y'all.